Hello everybody, I'm Dave Westgard, and today's video is for all my loyal Civic customers and the members of Civic Nation. Today we're going to compare the 10th generation Civic and the all-new, much improved 11th generation Civic. Now, I know you love your Civic. You've had it since 2016 or whatever. You've had it. It's a fantastic car. It's fun to drive. But I'm going to show you a few reasons why you might want to upgrade your ride. Used car values are extremely high, and we are paying top dollars for those great new Civics. So we'll give you a couple of good ideas. Come on over. Let's take a look at a few of these beautiful vehicles. This is the 10th generation Civic. If you take a look at the styling, very sporty, very nice styled, was a very popular vehicle for us. This is the 11th generation Civic. As you can see, it's substantial different styling. It's a little more sleek. It's a little more sophisticated than what the previous Civic. Still sporty, but sleek, sporty, and sophisticated all. Okay? We're going to start at the front end and maybe compare a couple of these things in the front end. One of the first things is LED headlights. On the 10th generation Civic, we had LED headlights on only the Touring. Now you get LED headlights on all models, from the LX all the way up to Touring. The new one features larger LED modules and a sleeker LED daytime running light design. Also, bolder front fascia and sleeker front here. So it has a little bit of a sleeker look than what the previous generation. Not as bulky, and as I said in my previous video, no more chrome. The chrome, which we were big on, we kind of got rid of the chrome. All new wiper design, a little bit lower, and here's a really cool thing about the wipers. Instead of having the windshield washer spray out from there, the windshield washer actually comes out from inside the wiper. So it's a little more efficient, we don't use as much wiper washer, and it's really much better when it comes to cleaning the windshield wiper. Now we're going to open up the hood. On both this one and the 10th generation. Now underneath the hood, there's really not a lot of changes. We still have the 2-liter in the LX, the EX in the Sport, and the 1.5 turbo inside the Touring. The horsepower in the Touring is up a little bit, and the torque is up a little bit. The 2-liter in the LX Sport and EX, the horsepower is the same. The fuel economy's been improved just a tad. So we got the 1.5 turbo in this one. Okay. Washer fluid was a little tough to get back over there. We move to this side. Really easy to pop and do the washer fluid right from the side so you don't spill into underneath the engine cavity. Okay, another thing that they've changed, the new generation Civic, is some of the safety features. In the old Civic, we had a camera here, and we had radar in the front. Now with our new improved camera, it's actually, you can see 100 degrees. The new processor is quicker, faster, can recognize pedestrians, lanes, cars much faster than the previous generation. And when you get that snow and slush build up, you don't have to worry about losing those systems like you would in the old one. Snow and slush would build up, and then you would lose your ability to have your forward collision warning and stuff like that. It's all going to continue on no matter what the weather is with the new generation Civic. Now we're going to take a look at the side view of the two Civics. If you take a look at the side view of the old Civic, the new Civic, a couple things have changed. We actually have better visibility in this new Civic because this A-pillar is actually more of a tilt now versus straight. So you can see a little more back here when you're shoulder checking. When you take a look, see what's going on in the back seat, and also better rear visibility here. In my last video, I did talk about the nice big line that goes down here for the sophisticated look. Another thing that's a little different, in all the Civics now, we no longer have the right-hand camera. And I know you love the right-hand camera, but trust me, it's old technology. It was kind of good. The new technology is the blind spot information. All the Civics now come with the blind spot information, and it's in both mirrors, so both left and right side. And of course, when it's brand new, it's improved. There's a radar back here that will up to 25 meters warn you if someone's inside your blind spot. And how that works is this. Someone comes to your blind spot, there's a little yellow light that lights up in here. When you turn the signal light, it also gives you an audible warning, so you get an audible and visual warning on both sides. Much superior to the old right-hand camera. Sleeker one-piece handle, no more two-piece handle. Rear mirrors have now been moved out. They're not as close, so have better forward visibility and skinnier pillars, and you'll see that when we go inside. The visibility is Even better than it was in that previous Generation Civic, which had great visibility. This is even improved. The wheelbase has been increased by 35 millimeters, and the rear track has been increased by 18 millimeters. So even a better ride and more stable handling than the previous Generation Civic. Plus, this vehicle also comes with what's called Agile Handling Assist. With Agile Handling Assist, when you go around a curve or a corner, the outside wheels actually spin faster than the inside wheels. It's like driving a race car, this thing is. Suspension. With suspension, we've kept the suspension basically the same. Tweaked a couple things. We do have the front McPherson strut and the rear multi-link suspension. Again, some of the advantages of that, when you go on a curve, keeps their perpendicular road at all times, and those outside wheels are spinning fast the inside wheels. So as I said, the handling is superior to anything out there by far. The rear of the vehicle. As you notice, they've changed the tail light design, much sleeker than the old big wraparounds they had in the old Civic. Okay, notice the rear ends, and this is a little bit lower than the old one is, so you can see a little better with your rearward visibility. Okay, trunk-wise, truck-wise, still lots of trunk, and actually on the Touring, I'm not used to it, it actually has the automatic opening trunk, so you just have to touch like this, it's going to open itself up automatically. Easier access if you got a hands full of cargo. Tons of trunk space, 2/3 split fold-down seat like on the previous generation, so the trunk is the same size as the previous generation. You can only make the trunk so big. Okay, now we're sitting inside the 10th Generation Civic. Nice materials, good visibility, very well thought out, good ergonomics. But I'm going to show you a couple things in the new Civic that actually have improved on the old Generation Civic. And now we're going to take a look at the 11th Generation Civic. The first thing you'll notice is they redesigned these seats. Those seats are pretty good. These seats are by far the most comfortable seat that Honda's ever made. Redesigned the back, the bottom, just a great seat, really. You got to sit inside to believe how nice the seat is. Okay. New airbags, side airbags in the back, and front knee airbags in the front. So we add more airbags, again for more safety, just in case you get in an accident. Also, we take a look at this front design. Totally different. It's a little more minimalistic. It's not got as many curves and stuff like the old does, but you can tell that the quality of the material is probably even better than the previous quality material in the new Civic. When we first got the new Civic, I was kind of worried about this big thing sitting up here like Mazda had and all the other cars had. We were a little unique, but after driving the Civic, I could see why they did it. It's fantastic. It's easy to get, easy to touch, good quality picture in your backup camera. The new seat frame, it enhances the support for the entire spine, and an enhanced driving position that fits the body better, so it reduces driver fatigue. This is all new center console. This is fingerprint and scratch resistant, so you don't get those fingerprints. I know in mine, I have the fingerprints. See, no fingerprints on that. Nice big center console, and you can actually fit a Kleenex box standing up inside there. We need Kleenex to blow our noses in Saskatchewan all that cold weather. Another thing, heated steering wheel. First time we've had a heated steering wheel Civic. And once you've had one, you cannot go back. It's fantastic, and it does start up with the remote start if it's below 7 degrees Celsius. I've talked in previous videos. Honeycomb design, this is also all brand new. Easier to get better access is where you want this to go, over here. Much easier than the old previous design. And again, it's more sleek, more minimalistic. The dash, when you take a look at the dash, to see the dash has both speedometer, digital speedometer, because we didn't want to get rid of that digital speedometer because you know you love it if you had that previous Generation Civic. But we also put the old classic speedometer in there. And there's lots of different warnings. You can set different screens. You can customize this display if you want it round or if you want it bar. You can customize display for different ways. Lots of different warnings if you're not wearing a seatbelt. It's going to tell you you're not wearing a seatbelt. It even warns you to check for somebody in the back seat. So many things this can do. Nice, clear, crisp, beautiful picture. You see the radio station here. You see when it's on the XM side how clear it is. Different displays here, different displays there. Another thing you take a look when you get inside, look at the skinny pillar. How good this visibility in this vehicle is. You can see everything so good. So in closing, I think you should come down and take a look and a drive of this great Civic. You'll love it. I'm going to pay top dollar for your trade. Come give it a try. Tell me what you think. you.